Hi Gemini. So let's start off at the month on the 5th with your ruling planet entering into your 10th house on the 5th, along with Mars entering into your 7th house on the same day. So a lot of communication is going to be had in your career sector, in your public persona, your public recognition, just the way that you feel about yourself because of your accomplishments in this world. A lot of communication with that. On the 5th, like I said, Mars is entering your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, one-on-one relationships with people and marriages. So we already have Saturn that's been here for some time now, so you're really looking at the seriousness of your relationships now. You want stability. You don't want anything that's not going to be concrete at this moment. You have Mars moving into your seventh house. It's going to add a lot of extra energy in the way that you're going to be dealing with people on a one-to-one basis. It's also going to be adding a lot more action-oriented energy towards your partnerships regarding your relationships, your personal and your professional relationships in this world. On the 8th, you have a new moon Gemini in a new moon total solar eclipse happening in your 10th house as well, where your ruling planet Mercury is actually going to be stationed at the same time this is happening. So a really big focus on your direction for this year. Where is it that you're trying to understand your direction for this year, and where it is that you want to go? This is a solar eclipse. This is a solar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a water sign, all about awakening your more emotional, spiritual energy in your chart, really trying to understand what makes you happy in the path that you're going to be going in terms of your career. And if you're happy with the career that you are, if you're not, how can you get more spiritually aligned, with that? Then we have on the 12th, we have Venus also moving into the 10th house. So you have a lot of action in your 10th house for this month, Gemini. So there's going to be a lot of focus on your 10th house about how you view yourself in the world, how you see yourself. On the 20th, the sun is going to move into your 11th house, and the sun is going to be in the sign of Aries. This is going to be a happy astrological new year to all of you guys out there. This is when the new year happens for astrology. So the sun is going to be here in your 11th house, along with Mercury, which is going to come on the 21st, a day after. So a big focus on your groups, on your friends, on organizations and foundations that you've set in certain social standings with people or certain social groups with people. So let's say you're part of a gym. Let's say you're a part of a book club. This is going to be the time where a lot of you Geminis are actually going to have a lot more focus and energy to communicate with your friends and to also have fun in doing that. These are things that you want to do for your progression in this house. So take focus with that, Geminis. On the 23rd, a full moon Luna eclipse in your 5th house of fun and romance and joy and children and sex, which is something that everybody likes to do, of course. So big focus here with this lunar eclipse in your 5th house. So this is really going to be a time for a lot of you Geminis out there to be changing, ending, beginning, seeing things differently, changing courses in your relationship, and partnerships of any kind are going to really be affected by this, because this eclipse is happening in Libra, and Libra is a sign of partnership. So any type of relationship that you may have with your children, with your partner, with your lover, with your relationship, with your creativity and how you exude that, how do you have fun, how do you enjoy yourself, this is going to be a big focus in shifting that. This lunar eclipse is really going to be redefining your ideas, your patterns, and basically just making sure that you change the course, because this lunar eclipse, a lot of focus is here when the sun is in the opposite sign and you have the moon in the in another sign. So there's really, like, the energy is really strong here. You want to pay attention to that as well, Gemini. And on the 25th, we have Saturn. It's going to be retrograding in your 7th house, along with Mars being there. So you still have a lot of energy to go at your partnerships and really having you want to be a little careful, because Mars can bring a little bit of aggression, but I'm not really too worried about it, because with Saturn here, it's stabilizing that. It's really making you work hard to have something concrete. Really good time with Saturn retrograding in your 7th house of relationships for you to reorganize, reevaluate your commitments and your responsibilities in partnerships that you have. Also to redefining your boundaries in the partnerships that you have, whether it be a personal or professional. And where do you have trouble with boundaries? This is a really good time to look at that, and acquiring more knowledge in dealing and delegating with other people as well. So definitely, Gemini, enjoy your March, and again, happy astrological new year. I'll see you guys next month.